Hello dear student, welcome to our chemistry class. Today we are going to revise chapter number 1 that we have already studied in April month. In this chapter we have learned that what is a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction is a process where the reactant gets converted into product which may be under the influence of a catalyst. We have discussed the three activities of chemical reaction also. How do we come to know that a chemical reaction has taken place? By any of these factors, we can easily know that a chemical reaction has taken place. Change in state, change in color, evolution of gas, and change in the temperature during a reaction. How we write a chemical reaction? We write a chemical reaction in the form of a chemical equation. Let us see the example here. Magnesium reacting with oxygen giving magnesium oxide. Here, magnesium and oxygen are called reactant and they are always written on the left hand side, while magnesium oxide, which is formed in this reaction, is called product and it is always written on the right hand side. When there are more than one reactant, the sign of plus is placed between them. Here you can see an arrow. The arrowhead points towards the product and show the direction of reaction. Here the number of atoms of each element on both the sides is not the same. This is an unbalanced chemical equation known as a skeleton chemical equation. So we need to balance an unbalanced chemical equation. How we can balance a chemical equation? Let us see here. To balance a chemical equation, first draw boxes around each formula. Do not change anything inside the boxes while balancing the equation. List the number of atoms of different elements present in the unbalanced equation. Start balancing with the compound that contains the maximum number of atoms. It may be a reactant or a product. In that compound, select the element which has the maximum number of atoms. Balance the unbalanced atom. Finally, to check the correctness of the balanced equation, we count atoms of each element on both sides of the equation. To make a chemical equation more informative, the physical states of the reactant and product are mentioned along with their chemical formula. The gaseous, liquid, aqueous, and the solid state of reactant and products are represented by the notation small g, small l, aq, and small s in small bracket. The word aqueous is written if the reactant or the product is present in a solution in water. Now let us revise the different type of chemical reaction. Combination reaction, decomposition reaction, displacement reaction, double displacement reaction, oxidation reduction reaction, precipitation reaction, exothermic and endothermic reaction. Combination reaction. When two reactants combine to form a product, it is called a combination reaction. For example, calcium oxide react with water to form a single product, that is calcium hydroxide. Exothermic reaction. Reaction in which heat is used along with the formation of the product are called exothermic reaction. Example, burning of natural gas and decomposition of vegetable matter into compost. The next reaction is endothermic reaction. In this reaction, the energy is involved. For example, during digestion, food is broken down into simpler substances. Decomposition reaction. A reaction in which a substance is broken down into two or more similar substances. It is opposite of combination reaction. A decomposition reaction takes place only when some energy in the form of heat, light, or electricity is supplied to the reactant. On that basis, decomposition reaction is of three types: thermal decomposition reaction caused by heating, electrolytic decomposition reaction caused by electricity, and photodecomposition reaction caused by sunlight. Let us revise the next reaction, that is displacement reaction. When an element displaces another element from its respective compound of lower reactivity, it is called a displacement reaction. Here an example of zinc reacting with hydrogen sulfide to form hydrogen and zinc sulfide is given. See that zinc ions and hydrogen ions are displacing each other. Let us see some more example of displacement reaction. The next reaction is double displacement reaction. Reaction in which there is an exchange of ions between the reactants are called double displacement reaction. These reactions are also called precipitation reaction, as an insoluble substance is formed which is known as a precipitate. Any reaction that produces a precipitate can be called a precipitation reaction. Now let us see oxidation and reduction reaction. If a substance gains oxygen in a reaction, it is said to be oxidized. If it loses oxygen during a reaction, it is said to be reduced. If one reactant gets oxidized while the other gets reduced in a reaction, such reactions are called oxidation reduction reaction or redox reaction. If one substance gains oxygen or loses hydrogen during a reaction, it is oxidized. If a substance loses oxygen or gains hydrogen during a reaction, it is reduced. Some example of redox reaction. Now let us revise the last topic of the chapter, that is corrosion and rancidity. When a metal is attacked by substance around it, such as moisture, acid, etc., it is said to corrode, and the process is called corrosion. The black coating of a silver and the green coating on copper are examples of corrosion. Corrosion causes damage to car bodies, bridges, iron railing, etc. Corrosion can be prevented by various methods such as galvanization, painting, greasing, alloying, etc. Rancidity. When fats and oils are oxidized, they become rancid and their smell and taste change. Usually substances which prevent oxidation, antioxidants, are added to food containing fats and oil. Keeping food in an airtight container helps to slow down the oxidation. Chips are flushes down nitrogen gas to prevent it from rancidity. By this, we have completed the revision of the first chapter, Chemical Reaction and Equation. Links of the first chapter videos will be sent to you. Please go through the chapter and try to understand each and every topic of it. Thank you.